brain development from middle to late childhood.
Continuing on to middle and late childhood, ages 5 to 12, we'll be looking at George's brain as it develops through this time. During this time, the prefrontal cortex shows significant development in George's brain. The prefrontal cortex is responsible for cognitive behaviour, decision-making, social behaviour and personal expression. Also during this time in George's life, his brain begins to start a process called synaptic pruning, which is where the brain starts to remove unnecessary neurons and synaptic connections and therefore allows other synaptic connections to strengthen. You may be asking yourself, how does George's brain know which connections to remove? One way to explain this is to open the debate between nature versus nurture. Nature would suggest that due to parental genetics, there would be some connection in George's brain which is already stronger than others, whereas nurture would suggest that how George is raised and what environmental factors he is exposed to would be the cause of what synapses are removed. Over the course of middle and late childhood, George's cerebral cortex and cerebellum will thicken and develop further, leading to more coordination and smoother motor skills. Myelination around George's central nervous system also increases, leading to an improvement in finer motor skills. These improvements allowed George at the age of 6 to hammer, paste and tie shoes, at the age of 8 to use hands with more precision, and at the age of 10 to manipulate skills similar to adults, master intricate complex movements, and to play difficult pieces of music. This point in George's life can be known as a sensitive period for learning to speak his native language. He has until the end of late childhood, age 12, to learn to speak, with the window starting to close not long after middle childhood begins, aged 7. Also during middle and late childhood, George's brain weight will continue to increase from 95% at the start of middle childhood and fully stabilise by the end of late childhood. Now I'll pass you along to Emily, who will be talking about adolescence.